Greetings and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. If we could get 400 likes in the video, if you're still enjoying the series, that'd be superb. Now, if I look a little bit bedraggled, that's because I am. I haven't really had a chance to go have a shower this morning, also because I was up ridiculously late watching the Super Bowl, as I'm sure many of you were as well. So I overslept. In fact, I had to cancel a meeting. Well, I didn't. They did. I wonder why. Anyway, moving on. Enjoy some highlights of the games that we've played this month, and I will join you guys in a sec for the Juventus game. A lot of space if they want it. Oh, they found it. Goalkeeper doesn't come. Ivers is through. 1-0 to Monaco. Damn it. Well, it does. I mean, we need to try and at least not lose here, ideally, but it still wouldn't be the worst result in the world, I guess. Into Fabio. Looks out wide for Salvi. Lovely link up. Can Salvi find a cross? He does! Oh my god, it's gone straight in. We've not seen one of those since Santos did that on FM15. Brilliant stuff. Monaco 1, Wimbledon 1. Salvi just continues to amaze me. Cristante. Ivars. Oh, skips inside. Wallace with the goal. That's 2 now we've conceded from defending free kicks in this game. Not so good, really. Next time we'll pick this up, though. Can we get a break on? Find Salvi. Salvi's got the pace down this right-hand side. Can he find someone at the back post, though? That is the big question. Whips it in. All the way through, and Baltam's in there for a 2-all. Monaco 2, Wimbledon 2. Now we just need to hang on. We do, anyway. Nag, watch out. Just tackle him. Oh, Bonnie's made a huge error, but he's going to shoot. Oh, that's just lucky, isn't it? Christ on a bike. You never see players score from that angle, and he's managed to hit the post and deflect it back to Coman. That's a shame. We've done reasonably well, but not well enough. Well, there we go, 3-2. Bit of a shame. Their third goal was a bit annoying, but hey, they deserve the win. They were the better side. I'll turn with the throw to Masek. There's a man on the edge of the box if he fancies it. Oh, it's gone straight in, I think, from Javi Manquillo. We have the lead at St Mary's, and we really did need this one because we've been grinding out a result here, but a win is important if we can get it. Mendes. Peter with a huge tackle. Can he clear it? Go on, Peter. Yes! Southampton 0, Wimbledon 1. We've got away with the win there. They put up a really good fight for a struggling side, but we did the job, and that's the main thing. Lovely build-up, in fact. Oh, through for Salvi. This is wonderful football, and it is 1-0 to Wimbledon in the first minute. Alessandro Salvi with his 6th goal of the season gives us the lead. It will send us to the top of the league again. Incredible. Over the top for Peter. He's through. He must score this time. He goes around the goalkeeper and finishes it brilliantly. Wimbledon 2, Swansea City 0. Alexander Peter with the goal 2-0. That should be game, set and match now. So Fabio on the edge. He's not scored for a little while. Could do with a goal. Oh, what a goal it is. It's 3-0 to Wimbledon. We're taking Swansea apart bit by bit, and it's now 3-0. Fabio's 5th of the year. Great stuff today. Fabio to step up and score. It is Wimbledon 4, Swansea City 0. 2 for Fabio. We've played this game like a dream. It's been superb. Well done. Yarlo to Salvi. Peter, look at this for football. Fabio's through. It's 5-0. Fabio scored a hat-trick. He just loves it. He really does. Wimbledon 5, Swansea City 0. Fabio with 3. Not only is that 5-0, but that's 5 clean sheets on the bounce in the league, which is brilliant stuff. It really, really is. I'll explain what I did in that game later. Right guys, we are back, and as you can see, we are top of the Premier League. It is actually happening. We've won 6 on the bounce in the league and only conceded 1 goal in 6 matches. That is more like it. Now, I'll explain kind of what I did in a sec, but before we do anything, I'm not going to do a question of the day today because I'm going to do something a little bit different, and that is this. I was looking around the other day because I wanted to find some smaller channels that could do with just just a leg up, and I got that when I first started. I was involving Mick, and just another guy were kind enough to promote me when I first started out, and I realized that sometimes it's good to return the favor. So I did a little bit of looking around, and I found someone who I think frankly is way better than I am, which is a good thing really. I wish I was as funny as he is, frankly, and that's One True Nerd. So I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description to this video, and maybe in a comment as well. But Matt, if you're watching, just make yourself known in the comments so people can see it there as well, if you do see this. And then yeah, honestly guys, he is just starting out really, but his Blackburn series is funny as hell. Seriously, it's fantastic. It's a really, really good watch. So I honestly urge you guys to check him out if you're after some extra content. It's nothing too serious. It's nice and lighthearted, but you can still pick up a thing or two as well if you are new to the game. So yeah, I strongly urge you guys to check out One True Nerd UK. That's his YouTube URL, but his name is Matt as well. That's not why I'm promoting him though. I just think he's really good and deserves to get a little bit of extra promotion. So there we go. Moving on. Couple of other things. Firstly, I put the tactic up online on Saturday, so you guys can now download it. It's on my website. Should be fine. It's in a RAR file, which means it does need to be unzipped using WinRAR before you can actually use it. But I guess the reason I couldn't put it up normally was because I'm just going to show you the stats while we talk about that, is because my server doesn't like the .fmf files. It thinks they're malicious or some crap. But Alexander Peter with 8, Fabio with 7, Salvi 6, but you can see what I mean about the spread. It's fantastic. And Salvi with 10 assists as well. Peter's got 6. He's playing the deep line forward role, a dream. I think he could possibly get at least double figures on both this year, which would be superb for us. Last 5 matches, you know, Masek, Ramselaar as well, and Salvi doing a good job on that front as well. I've changed the free kick tactic slightly. Now, I noticed that I thought I already had players set to stay back when we were taking free kicks, so Gafrascoli didn't get all overwhelmed and whatnot with it. But it turned out that they were set to stay back if needed, and a lot of the time they weren't. So I've made it so they all stay back now, so we shouldn't concede any more goals from our own free kicks now with Gafrascoli taking them, which is superb. As you can see, the result against Monaco was a bit of a shame, but they were the better side and deserved the win. So today against Juventus, we're going to have to try and go out there again. But I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. We've trained defensive positioning before this game. Now, this is a problem. We're getting a little bit of this, and I'm tempted to give Ramselaar a start here instead of Masek, because Masek just needs a rest, frankly. This is one of the slight problems. We do have a slightly depleted side now. Gomez as well. He's been great lately. He has. But I kind of feel like Bonny might just be a good one to get in, although I am going to get Gomez on the bench because instead of Moha. Now, we're not going to have Colin Murphy on the bench. We can't have Mateus, can we? Well, in that case, we'll have Everton. It's a shame that Kenneth can't play, really. But that's kind of what we're going to have to go with for now. It's not the best. Hang on, is Makula available? Yeah, we'll put Makula in instead of Achabar. But yeah, so what I've been doing this month is a bit more tactics-based. So, well, obviously it's tactics-based always, but when we get ourselves into a decent position, I'm dropping back, I'm changing to a lower tempo to just frustrate teams. And you saw what it did against Swansea. When we got 2-0 up, that's when I made the change. And in that second half, we just tore them apart. We just picked them off at will. Fabio was outrageously good in that game and is really starting to pick up his form now. So we're going to get into the game. There's a couple more things to talk about. I have signed another player as well, Ernesto Balesta, who I wish I'd shown you beforehand, but he's not joining us till January. I was after him during the window that we've just had, but the club Elche would just not part with him at all. You know, they wouldn't even negotiate on him, basically. Every time I put a bid in, it was just like, you know, this is not acceptable, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I kept him on my shortlist, kept scouting him. And a couple of weeks ago, in game time, that is, I got a notification through saying that he was determined to leave and that they said they would let him go for, like, a big price. So we put our bid in. It's 12 million up front. It can rise to, like, 30. But he is an outrageously good centre-back. Like, every single stat of his I really like. So he's got the 18s in the heading, the marking, the tackling kind of area, 15 or 16 concentration, decent jumping reach. He's pacey. He's got 15 pace. He's got it all, and he's only 20. So I'm very, very excited to bring him in. And I think that Moha or Zissa might have to take a back seat because I think he's that good, this guy. So we may move one of those two on in the summer, to be honest. And I think I made a mistake, and I only went for Zissa in the end because I couldn't get Balesta. But now that he's coming in, we may have to make some changes in the summer. Farmer now. Out wide. Ooh, Manquillo. To Salvi now. Can he slip it through for Peter? He finds Fabio. Fabio's in. Baltam, that is wonderful awareness. I couldn't believe he actually tried that. Juventus 0, Wimbledon 1, Imran Baltam, and that would be enough to see us qualify for the next round of the Champions League. It wouldn't... Actually, yes, at the moment, it would see us win the group as well today. If we can somehow win in Turin, that would be outrageousness. Is there anything else I want to quickly cover? Oh, yeah. The stream on Friday night. Really good fun. I had a really lovely time. This is great stuff from Peter. Look at this from Fabio, though. Oh, gorgeous football. But yeah, I really did thank all of you guys for coming down. I was overwhelmed with the amount of people that actually came to watch that. So, and if you do want to watch it, it's still on my Twitch channel in the VOD section, so it can be watched back. The first 3 or 4 minutes are muted because obviously I wasn't speaking over it, and we were playing copyright music. But the rest of it's fine, even with the music. So just skip a couple of minutes and it'll be fine. Manquillo whipped in. Salvi's header! Oh, we're 2-0 up in Turin. This is getting silly now. Alessandro Salvi with a header, of all things. I don't know, was that Manquillo with the cross? Hey, we're playing some superb football this month. We really are. Like, against Monaco away, we really did struggle. And we did well to get 2 goals against them, which does mean we've got a better head-to-head than Monaco, though, because we won 3-1. So that's important if it comes down to it, because obviously it is based on head-to-head in this league. What is going on here? We may have to drop it back in a bit, but we're only 20 minutes into the game. Salvi to Peter. Look at this football. Farmer on the edge. Out wide again. He probably should have let that go there, Peter. But look at the space for Ramselaar now. Can he pull it across for someone? Finds Fabio. It's 3. We're 3-0 up We're 3-0 up away at Juventus. We've had 3 shots and all of them have gone in. You know, I guess I would be annoyed if that happened the other way, but hey, you got to take it when it comes, I guess. Ramselaar was superb here. I'm glad I put him in today, actually. Look at that for a pick out. Fabio at the back post. Great header. That's one of the areas that he is superb in. It's 3-0 to Wimbledon now, and we've got to now do what I said we were going to do. But I'm just going to play it by ear a little bit first, because we are dominating that right-hand side, and Juve are playing a lot of long passes. We're going to just exploit the flank on the right. Now, I'm going to give it till half-time to see how... adapt to what we've done now, because they're going to have to come at us. So I just want to see what they do first before I start making any big changes. But I think in the second half, we're going to frustrate the crap out of them. Drop the line a little bit deeper, go to a more mixed passing approach, and drop that tempo right down. And just try and, oh, damn it, don't let them have one back now. That'll be a bit annoying. Well done, Christian Bonney. But somebody get out to cover Lamar here. Piaka. Galfrascoli couldn't quite keep it out right. Second half, we're going to be a bit more conservative and just try to make sure that we get the win now. I thought we could probably survive till half time. To be honest, I thought once he'd save this one here, sort of hit him in the nipples, and then he kind of lost his footing, and Bonucci was able to put it in for 3-1. But that's fine. 3-1. Hey, Monaco are winning their game, so we'll just get to half time. We can sort it out from there. Right, the performance has been excellent so far, which goes without saying, really. But we do need to be a little bit more careful in the second half. So, what we're going to do, and why did it against Swansea? I know this is a ridiculous situation. You know, Juve away and Swansea at home are very different. But what we did, we just dropped slightly deeper at first. We can always drop more deeper later. Up the passing there. We dropped the tempo right down. I also said to be more disciplined, and we'll turn off the offside trap as well, because I don't want them getting in behind. Well, they probably will try to get in behind us. Like, that's generally how teams catch us out when we're in these positions, is they get in behind us. Fulham did it, Chelsea did it. But if we try and take that part away from them, then they'll have to play all the ball in front of us, and they'll have some shots, you'd think, possibly, but, you know, we should be able to get away with it. If we were to throw this away now, even like this, I'd be a bit disappointed. Here we go, Galfrascoli's free kick. Bloody hell. Right, now you notice we've got 4 players back there. This should allow them to... We have 4 players back. There we go, sorry. I couldn't believe... If they'd have scored that, I'd have been pissed. But you had 4 players set to stay back from the free kick. Right, changes are afoot. Salvi is one of them. Thank God we've got Everton, because Salvi's just looking a little bit on the old knackered side. Zissa's on a booking. Zissa got an incredible red card against Southampton. They were sort of through, and he just sliced the guy down, and they would have probably scored, because, you know how it is, if he hadn't have done that. And I was over the moon to see him get red carded for that. He took one for the team there. That was really good team play. Gonna get Achabar in there, because he's got that pace, because he's a fullback. Not so great in the air, but it'll be certainly useful if they do get in behind us. Final change. Probably get Baltam off. He's had a great game again, but Eisler is there. Eisler's just got called up to the Germany national team squad, which is interesting. Considering he's not played all that much for us. There we go. Bonney with a huge header. Fabio and Peter linking up nicely again. Of course they are. Ooh, Bagara. Watch out. Watch out for those balls over the top. We may have to drop a little bit more deep. Oh, great play. Brilliant from Bart Ramselaar. He can still do a job, even though he's not the best player in this team anymore. Peter, and again, that's not so good. We're going to be a little bit blunt for the rest of this match, you'd feel, because we're... Oh, Makula! That looked like it was a decent tackle, actually. But we are going to go down to 10 men now. Thankfully, Achabal's on the pitch, so we can just shuffle things around a little bit, and we should be okay. That's annoying, though. We may have to adjust things even further here if we can get away with this. So Achabal will come across like that. We made all our changes, didn't we? Right, that was silly. What options have we got in this area, then? Okay. Farmer is the worst player in the world for this, really, but we don't really have much of a choice. I'm actually going to put him as a cover, because he's not exactly... He's terrible in the air, but he's not bad for pace. So we'll make sure he plays the covering role, if we can. As for the rest of the team... What do we do here? Fabio isn't really that great as a central player, but we might have no choice but to drop him back, put Peter in the middle, and just have Fabio operating as a kind of... Actually, is that wise? Operating as a kind of box-to-box so he can get forward and get back. He's not the best, but he's got okay tackling. What I'm also going to do is drop the 2 wingers back like that. We'll go to a much deeper line as well. Close down even less to try and make sure we just keep our shape. We'll go for a much more direct passing. We'll dribble a lot less just in... Well, actually, no, we'll leave that on for now. And I'm also going to switch to counter. I don't want to go defensive because, as usual, defensive just doesn't work for me. We've tried it a few... Oh, Christ, on a bike. This is... Oh, come on, guys. Right. Oh, right. We're going to have to just try and do our best for the next 17 minutes. We've got a 2-goal lead. If it was 1 goal, I wouldn't have even the slightest hope of us hanging on to it. But with 2, I feel like we probably have enough strength in the defensive side of our game to maybe be okay. But we'll have to see. Peter's ball out wide for Everton. He's going to be a huge outlet for us in today's match. Everton, come on, son. He's lost the ball. But we've dropped deep enough that they shouldn't just be able to plough these over the top for us, because we've got players back in behind. Cagliari, watch out. Bagara. Oh, god damn it. Is that Harry Kane? It is Harry Kane. Juve 2, Wimbledon 3. We're going to have to go defensive, but I don't see there's much chance of us getting away with this now. We couldn't even last like 2 minutes after getting the red card. Bagara, great strike, wonderful save from Galfrascoli, and Kane from an impossible angle makes it 3-2. Even a draw isn't a bad result. I think a draw still puts us through. It's just... the win would have been better in terms of us winning the... Actually, I think even with a draw we should be okay, because we've got a better head-to-head than Monaco, and we get to play Maccabi Tel Aviv at home in our final game, and they have to play each other. I think we're actually somehow going to get away with it, guys. I think. Just put it on contained to make sure that we get out of this one with a win. If we were to win in Turin, that would be a huge one. Particularly with the 10 men. And I'll tell you what, I think we've done it. Gavrascoli to Everton, and that should do it. There we go, Juve 2, Wimbledon 3. We've won the game, we've qualified for the group for the next round of the Champions League, and given ourselves an extraordinarily good chance of winning the group. All we need now is a win against Maccabi Tel Aviv at home to qualify as winners of the group, which is superb and exactly what I wanted, guys. So that's brilliant. All thanks to that early onslaught. Yeah, they really did throw it at us, but the point is that had we stuck with our usual system, I feel like we would have probably thrown that away. So it's nice to see that we can actually hold a lead a bit better than we could before. So that's great. We've got Maccabi Tel Aviv to finish things off. I'll probably play a slightly rotated side for that one because it's a bit of a... I'll put a lot of good guys on the bench just in case we need it, but I feel like that's a good chance to give some players a run out. Shame Kenneth can't play in it, really. That would have been a perfect opportunity for him. But there you go. And we've got Leicester at home in the league next. Another winnable one. We could potentially go 7 wins in a row with that. So we've actually got Leicester and then Stoke and then Villa, Middlesbrough, Watford. But what did I say I was going to do? I think I said I was going to do Middlesbrough for the next game because that's the last one. Oh, actually Watford, potentially. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do Watford. Screw it. Let's just do Watford. That'll be a fun one. We've got Leicester and Stoke coming up next. Then Villa and Middlesbrough. I'll tell you what, guys, right? If we play our cards right, all of those games, including the live com, are winnable games. Oh crap, there's the Arsenal one as well. Should we do like a massive bumper episode and finish it off with an absolute cracker against Arsenal on yeah, let's do it. Let's do Arsenal next. Let's make it a massive episode with 6 matches as well as a big live com at the end against Arsenal. But my point is that the 5 games we have in the league before then are all winnable. And if we could actually win like maybe 3 or 4 of those games, we could really be up there in the league going into that Arsenal game with huge confidence, maybe even above them in the league. So there you go. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do drop a like on the video. That'd be magnificent. And if you liked it even more than that, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And yeah, I'll join you guys in the next episode for a game against Arsenal with lots of amazing stuff in between. Hopefully we can keep this run going. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.